Hi, welcome to Atlassian Demos. Today, you'll be seeing a demo for what's new in Confluence Cloud and the secret power of 3. We hope you enjoy.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our session on what's new in Confluence Cloud. I'm Jason Fan.
And I'm Tim Clipsham. We're both product managers on Atlassian's Confluence Cloud team. Today, we're thrilled to share with you what we've been working on to make Confluence your ultimate team workspace. You'll see an exciting new lineup of features, many of which were developed in direct response to requests made by you. Plus, we'll give you a sneak peek into never before seen things coming soon. On top of all that, we'll let you in on a little secret, what we call the secret power of 3, but more to come on that later.
Let's start first with what is Confluence? Confluence is your remote-friendly team workspace where knowledge and collaboration meet. So, how do you bring your active, and let's be honest, sometimes messy collaboration to your company's organized single source of truth? Well, that's the secret. The secret power of 3 we'll share today. We'll walk you step by step through the newest features that empower your teams to collaborate and move work forward in a flexible workspace for every kind of team and project. Plus, share knowledge by creating a single source of truth that is your team's collective intelligence. And also break down silos by inspiring conversation, sharing announcements, and strengthening company culture, all at the same time.
To show you how all this is possible, we'll follow a fictional company, meet the Sneaky Shoe Company.
Nice, Tim. I see what you did there. Sneaky, like sneakers, because they make shoes.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. But mate, I'm pretty sure our audience gets it. Anyways, Sneaky Shoes is a fictional Australian company that designs and sells affordable, high-quality sneakers. The company started just 2 years ago, and it's taken the industry by storm with its eco-friendly sneakers at a sneaky, affordable price. Sneaky Shoes has since taken off and has grown at an astronomical rate, hitting almost 200 employees in just 2 years, most in Australia, but with offices also in New York and Thailand and beyond. Part of the company's success has been its ability to scale solely, pun not intended, with an online model. It has no physical retail stores.
Let's walk through in the life of 3 teammates at Sneaky Shoes. You'll see that each of these teammates use Confluence differently based on their responsibilities. Amal is a product manager who uses Confluence daily for project collaboration with his development team. Myra is an IT help desk agent who is using Confluence primarily to assist seekers, pun definitely not intended, at Sneaky Shoes. Jarvis is a communications manager who is using Confluence to provide updates to the company. He is the owner of the company's intranet.
The secret power of 3 here is that although their day-to-day looks very different, using Confluence together keeps them connected, organized, and efficient. So follow along as we walk through new features that Amal, Myra, and Jarvis use that you may not know about. Plus, we'll give you a sneaky peek into the new features coming soon as well.
So let's start first with Amal, a product manager who uses Confluence for project collaboration. Amal has an idea for an exciting new feature for their mobile app that he wants to share with his team. To do so, he'll spin up a Confluence page to capture his thoughts. Now, here's something a little personal about Amal. He's scared of 3 things in life. 1, bees. 2, when his mother gives him the silent treatment. And 3, blank pages. How many of you all have experienced this? You're ready to get to work, make some magic happen, but just staring at a blank page, that's too big of a hurdle. However, Amal doesn't flinch. He's unfazed. And this is because he knows Confluence now helps him get started quickly with our new template gallery. He's able to see a sampling of templates to help him get started, both from a curated list from Atlassian's partners such as Figma, Google Drive, Dropbox, and InVision, or also from custom templates that his admins may have created. He's able to see a quick preview as he's browsing and decides that the product requirements one is the best for him. And voila, he's ready to get started. After jotting down his thoughts, he tags his teammates Mia and Alana with action items to review before signing off for the day. The next morning, over a nice cup of tea, Amal jumps into Confluence to start his workday. To help him quickly navigate to his most important work, he's able to easily find his requirements document with Confluence's new space views. From the page tree, he's able to sort by last updated, alphabetical order, or the default tree view, whichever best suits his preferences. Amal hops back into his project page and starts to edit it. The Confluence team has heard from hundreds of you to support comments while editing, and we're so excited to share that this is now possible. Amal can seamlessly read and reply to comments live as he's editing his page. No more switching back and forth between publish and edit modes. This can all be done live. And we didn't stop there. We've also made a huge improvement with inline comments by giving you more rich editing features. You now have full access to many of your favorite slash commands, such as statuses, quote blocks, emojis, and even tables to best help your team collaborate and share knowledge. We also even made it easier for you to keep work moving when you're on the go. You can now view and respond to comments through the mobile app. And by the way, if you haven't checked our mobile app yet, you should do so. We've made a ton of improvements to both our iOS and Android apps over the last year, more of which you'll hear about later in this presentation. So going back to Amal, he then wants to tie an associated Jira software epic to his requirements document. And so he drops a link into his page. Confluence's smart links allow you to see important context about links without having to leave the page. Amal can choose how he'd like this link to be displayed, such as the original URL, a link, such as what's shown right here, a card, or even with some integrations and embed. In this case, he chooses the card view, which surfaces important information about this epic, including status, last updated, and how many collaborators it has. Not only can he do this across Atlassian products, but Confluence also supports smart links from many sources, including Dropbox, Box, Google Drive, GitHub, Figma, YouTube, and many, many more. And finally, Amal also works frequently with contractors that are external to Sneaky Shoes. With our external collaboration feature, which is coming soon for premium, he is able to easily add guests outside of his organization, such as contractors or agencies, to and only to particular spaces. So to recap, here are the project collaboration features we walked through today. Amal was able to not only easily get his thoughts down on the Confluence page, but he was also able to bring people in from across the company to contribute to his work. Nextiva has said that Confluence has expanded beyond just a tool used by the technology organization, but across all teams to collaborate and to move work forward. We hope that many of these new and exciting features will help you begin to collaborate even more on work across your company. Next up is Myra, an IT help desk agent who is using Confluence to assist help seekers. Myra joined Sneaky Shoes about 2 months ago, and so she's still very new to the company. She's not alone though. Sneaky Shoes has tripled in employees over the last year alone. The rapid growth has put a heavy strain on its IT team, which has had to adopt and scale on the fly. Over the last few weeks, she's noticed a large volume of inquiries related to remote working. To get ahead of all of these asks and to save her and her team time, she decides to create a knowledge portal. Building a knowledge portal from scratch would be daunting for most, and especially so for a new employee. Thankfully, someone on her team had already created a template of pages for this exact need. And so she's able to take this page, copy its entire page tree to get started quickly. This was one of the top voted feature requests for Confluence, and we're so excited to have this finally live for all of you. Please continue to leave us feedback on what more you'd like to see. I assure you that we see all of them that come our way. At the end of this presentation, we'll share easy ways that you can get in touch with us for even more feedback. To browse through content in this space, Myra accesses our new page view. This view with page cards helps her navigate content in this space. It does so by providing her with more context on what a page is before she clicks to open. She quickly notices a page that looks like it may no longer be relevant. She pauses for a moment. Should she check with the team? What do you all think? Is this content still relevant? Too soon? With page archiving, Myra can easily archive pages with one click. And just like that, the page has been moved to the archive folder. She can also rest assured that she can easily view these archived pages right from the page tree if necessary. Oh, whoops, she realized that one of the child pages might actually still be relevant, such as this one page on tips and tricks for remote collaboration. It's not a problem at all because she can just as easily restore this page back to its original location. Sometimes, however, it can get tedious for Myra to constantly maintain her knowledge portal, which has been ever expanding. With automation for Confluence, which will be coming very soon to our premium edition, Myra will be able to set rules to help with managing content. For example, she could set a rule that automatically archives any page that hasn't been viewed or updated over the last year. This is just one example of the power of automation. And our hope is that automation will help save endless hours of your time by cutting down on common repeatable tasks so that you can focus on the work that matters. Once Myra is done setting her new knowledge portal, she hears from her boss that she shouldn't publish these pages until there's been a broader company-wide announcement around some of these remote working expectations. To ensure that these pages are published at the same time as the announcement that the HR team is making, she's able to schedule the publishing of these pages. And she can schedule this down to the date and hour. So to recap, even as a new employee, Myra was easily able to spin up a knowledge portal on Confluence. In addition, with new features to help with content management, such as archiving and automation, Myra's life is made much easier and she can focus on her work that matters. Many of you all who use Confluence as a knowledge portal have found that the power of Confluence's knowledge sharing has led to much more transparency and efficiency across your entire organization. As HubSpot says, if there's something you need to know or want others to know, it goes on Confluence.
Lastly, we have Jarvis, a communications manager who is using Confluence to provide updates to the company. Jarvis, he's the owner of the Sneaky Shoes intranet. At Sneaky Shoes, it has grown increasingly difficult to maintain a company-wide source of truth, and for company leaders to broadcast information to engage and align the broader org. So like Myra and IT, several other teams have also decided to run their knowledge bases in Confluence, but they're disconnected from one another. But never fear, Jarvis is here. He realized Confluence was a natural place to hold that source of truth and to bring the company together. So he set up Confluence to be the social intranet for Sneaky Shoes. This has made Confluence a one-stop shop to find the answers employees need to stay abreast of what is happening at Sneaky Shoes. Intranets of the past are one-way static experiences, but a modern social intranet like Confluence connects people together and gives everyone a voice, particularly in these increasingly remote environments we find ourselves in. As we've seen today, there's a lot going on at Sneaky Shoes. It's been a huge quarter. The company leaders are keen to broadcast all the great things in a quarterly newsletter. Just like Amal, Jarvis has been using the collaborative features of Confluence to draft this newsletter in collaboration with leadership. He's easily able to tag all the right people, including Amal, Myra, to contribute the updates to the page. But you know that old saying, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. The same is true of eyes and visuals, as more than 65% of the population are visual learners. So using page cover images and emojis, Jarvis decides to break up the walls of black and white text and to elevate his page. He selects an emoji for his title, and he adds a page cover image, turning a page that looks like this into this. An exciting update now has more personality and has a better chance of holding attention across the company. From there, after dotting the I's and crossing those T's, Jarvis has the go-ahead from the company to push this newsletter out. See, blogs yield a whopping 59% more interaction from readers, including liking, commenting, and sharing. And so in just a few clicks now, due to convert pages to blogs, he converts his private page to a blog post and is then able to broadcast it out across Sneaky Shoes. Like Jarvis, people are practicing more knowledge sharing than ever before, resulting in more transparency and efficiency, and we certainly see that in this case. And so from here, after this blog has gone out, many people across Sneaky Shoes discover the Q3 update through email and read the page. As more people read and join in on the excitement, they like the page. And coming soon, I'm excited to announce reactions in Confluence, creating new ways for people to connect and express themselves. You can react to the page or a comment with any emoji in Confluence. And so as this blog has gone out, Jarvis and all these key stakeholders are also able to get a signal as to how this latest news is being received across Sneaky Shoes. For HubSpot, Confluence has enabled anyone in the company equal opportunity to participate, ask questions, and use their voice towards building a company their employees and grandkids can be proud of. And it's not just HubSpot. Like at Atlassian, we experience this daily as well through the power of Confluence. And so as people like, comment, and share this Q3 update across Sneaky Shoes, well, those that missed it stumble upon it via the feed. Jarvis blog is totally on fire right now. It's trending #1 across the company, sparking more curiosity of people to read and check out what's going on. And coming soon, the new Confluence activity feed, a personal feed that brings timely information and teams together. Many people across Sneaky Shoes use the feed to stay across and discover work around them from the people and the spaces that matter to them most. Also, the new trending feed services where the collective attention that Sneaky Shoes is helps people stay connected and in the loop, even when they're remote. And as a founder at a gaming company has said, if everyone is on the same page, everyone works better and is more motivated. I think this also helps with engagement of coworkers, and this is certainly true for Sneaky Shoes here too. And speaking of being remote, even those that are on the go can view the Q3 update right from their mobile. Through SSO, employees can log in securely to the mobile app. Powered by Atlassian Access, Confluence Mobile now has better support for many more popular identity providers such as Okta, Azure, and many more. Visit the Atlassian website to learn more about single sign-on and our other enterprise-grade security features powered by Atlassian Access. So from there, anyone can jump in and see the latest updates on mobile. Confluence Mobile leaves nobody in the dark. Or does it? This year, we officially launched dark mode on both iOS and Android. We hear a ton of excitement about dark mode, and we're proud to see it finally reach your hands. I wish we were in the same room to actually hear some excitement in person. And not just that, we've also added 14 new languages to the mobile app to make Confluence more approachable for a global audience. There's actually another 3 languages coming soon as well. So looking back, the company are really keen to understand the reach of their blog. Jarvis has done a lot of hard work. Has it had impact? Now, service at a glance on the page, Jarvis is able to see the blog has already reached 126 people, representing more than half of the company. In fact, understanding engagement is now so easy in Confluence. Jarvis key stakeholders are able to discover these insights for themselves. It's one less item on Jarvis's to-do list. This leaves plain old emails for announcements, honestly, in the dust. Deeper insights on engagement at the page, the space, and the site level are also available in Confluence Premium. So check out the Atlassian website to learn more about that. Just like Blend, it's a heavy, very, very heavy email culture. I used to send really long emails, but now people engage with and read my Confluence page instead. And this is certainly the case in Atlassian and for Sneaky Shoes. One last thing. Numbers and charts are often included in your company update to show progress toward a goal, just like in Jarvis's blog here. So coming soon, in just a few clicks, you'll be able to take tabular data and bring it to life on your pages in Confluence. No longer will you need to copy and paste those screenshots from other tools to help your audience understand the impact you've had and the impact of your team. So to recap, using these new features, Jarvis was able to broadcast an amazing update for the company and successfully engage the entire organization and show the impact of his work to company leadership. Access is available to everyone, whether they're at their desk or on the go.
Summarizing it all again, we follow Amal, Myra, and Jarvis just to demonstrate that you can use Confluence in a variety of ways depending on your role. You can collaborate on projects in real time with comments in edit mode, smart links, templates, and more. You can share your team's collective knowledge by keeping a tidy documentation hub with archiving, page views, and automation. And finally, break down silos and strengthen company culture through engaging blogs, reactions, and the activity feed.
But the true secret power of Confluence is when all teams use Confluence together. When you bring these together in Confluence, everything is connected in one place. Regardless of the topic, everyone in your organization can search and find the answers they need from a single search box. And knowledge bases, like Myra's, become easier to discover and have an even greater impact. Finally, we have one accessible source of truth on all things across your company. And most importantly, it makes for faster, easier, and better teamwork. There's less friction to resume work, catch up on what you've missed, and to share that work with others. Like for Amal, with his product requirements page, and Jarvis with his blog post, it became effortless to bring in the right people to get work done together. To continue to get updates like this throughout the year, here are a few of the best ways to get connected. Firstly, join the Atlassian community, where fellow users like yourself post questions and share tips, or speak directly with us, the product team, with feedback. Secondly, we're very active on social, so definitely give us a follow on Twitter, LinkedIn, or Reddit for the fastest updates that literally happen up to the minute. And lastly, to learn more about the future of Confluence and what we have coming, definitely check out the roadmap at atlassian.com/cloud/roadmap. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Tim Clipsham.
And I'm Jason Fan. Thank you all for watching.